Ybor City, Tampa. We are having our Q3 team mastermind, and I feel really good because this year I've been able to vlog each one of like our Q2 or Q1, Q2, and now Q3, and hopefully Q4 too. So bring you guys along. Today actually I'm presenting, talking a little bit, doing a mini follow-up boss training. I do want to record it for you guys and share some tips about follow-up boss with you. I'm the first one here. Usually I'm always the first one, but so I just got into the conference room here, and yeah, we're just going to wait for everybody to get in here and start the presentation, or start the mastermind. I need to review a little bit about what I'm presenting. I just want to have some bullet points ready. I don't want to miss anything of what I'm going to say, or the points I want to get across. Presentation ready, and let me show you here. A little preview. It's kind of small, but it's gonna be a good topic. I'm really excited.
Me that you guys are here to kind of get, share updates and kind of all just touch base. I think that it's so important that there's so much to always learn from each other, see what everybody else has been up to, kind of, I've been doing a lot of things lately. So hi, how are you? So I feel like there's so much I have to bring back to you guys, and it always feels like it goes by so quickly today. So today is our Q3 mastermind. Obviously we're here in Tampa, and I do feel that it's important for us all to kind of move around a little bit in the state and just be more knowledgeable on different markets, because a lot of people are still looking to come to Florida and they don't know the difference between Tampa, Orlando, where's a better place to live, even South Florida. So being knowledgeable in those spaces.
Here is where it gets really fun. So from the website, there should be these 3 call to actions, or the recommended, that's the recommended thing to do for buyers, for sellers, and for referral agents. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. Yes. So for the website, remember the page I show you where they can create an account to do a search? This is that call to action for the buyer. Canva site, which is free. Elite funnel for buyers and for sellers. You can use High Note as well. I just like the branding of Canva, that I can customize it. So it's just going to be a simple landing page pretty much, where this is where it's going to take them, because I was not able to add this to the Luxury Presence website. I'm doing it here. So okay, so
you'll be able to go onto the buyer page, they'll click something and it'll pop this open.
So on my website, I'm going to change these 3 buttons are going to be buy, sell, refer, and then when you click, it'll take them here to the buyer. And then these buttons I haven't finished yet, but this one will take them to like a Calendly page to connect with my lender. This one will take them to an ebook that's going to have educational information on getting your finances ready. Book consult, this is to my Calendly page. This intake form takes them to a very extensive job form questionnaire, where they can even submit their pre-approval letter if they have it already, etc., to get us ready for our consultation, right? And then they can search for properties here. And the whole idea of this is to optimize the client experience and provide the best service possible and the most professional service too. So in this page, I'm also adding a square up here where I'm going to do a video about buying a home in Tampa, or you can include a link to your video about moving to Tampa, moving to Orlando, whatnot, as a resource. It just makes you look better. And the whole idea of this is automating as much as possible. A lot of this is automated so that we can focus on communicating with clients and closing deals, appointments, and all that. So from the questionnaire and from all of this stuff that you saw, Zapier will actually create the lead, and we'll add a tag for them to receive newsletters. From their follow-up boss automations, which again, this is all what we're working towards. This is not ready yet, but follow-up boss will have an automation depending on their stage. So lead, stage, hot, warm, cold. This is going to have a drip campaign. Once they turn into an active client, there's going to be a client drip campaign, which is going to be really helpful to, again, make you stand out in the industry. It's going to have helpful tips of, okay, now here comes the inspection. This is what you should know, how to prepare for the deposit. All those educational things that are repetitive with every transaction, we can have them educated throughout the process without us doing anything. because it's automated. Same thing with the pending, once they go pending, and then the post-closing as well, which the ones that we're considering has about 2 years of templates and just keeping in touch with them on top of you calling them and sending Client Giant and all that stuff. Which, if you're not familiar, Client Giant is a integration that's part of Follow Boss and a service where you can send quarterly gifts to clients, past clients. Follow Boss now? They have an integration, has a glitch.
Okay, I was going to say, because I pay for Client Giant, but I don't think I'm integrated.
Yeah, it's has a little bit of a glitch, but either way, you can still use it regardless. So real quick, once a buyer or seller is done with the post-closing action plan, they'll be added to your sphere where they'll still keep getting your communication through email newsletters, sphere drip campaigns, and then let's say that in a few years down the road they want to sell the house they bought with you. You know, there's automations in place like the back to website automation and drip campaign, where if they go back to your website and they are looking at homes and they're picking interest or requesting evaluation, you'll get a notification from your smart list to touch base with them ASAP.
To live and breathe in, knowing everything that's tied to our contacts, everything that's driving our production, that activity that we're doing, and then of course being able to reflect. So instead of creating a conflict or telling somebody that you do not understand them or they're wrong, make your lack of understanding all your fault. Okay? That's just a smart thing to do, right? So by taking full responsibility for your possible ignorance, you can invite the other person to justify their thoughts by educating you about how they crafted them, right? This is achieved by replacing the typical "tell me" preface with the words "help me understand." Because "tell me" is so like, oh, well, tell me why you think this should be priced at $1 million, blah, blah, blah. Instead of like, help me understand why you think this should be. You know, it's a different approach. Okay? Softening the ask removes the threat, and without argument in the tonality of the question, you can, again, get to evidence on which their opinion is founded. I remember years ago when I first got into this business, I saw somebody else that was on that stage that I knew from Orlando, and I said to myself, oh, I'd love to do that one day, right? So it was a real moment for me of saying, wow, like I remember 7 years ago when I saw somebody else up there and I said I wanted to be there, and I made it there, right? I set that, and it was not a turn around the corner in 6 months goal. That was like I had to build my brand, build my reputation, build respect in the industry for people to ever ask me to do something like that and be on a platform and a stage of that scale, you know? But it was something that I had in my mindset and my vision, and that I manifested, let's say, and I did it, you know? That my journey, my path, my goals are not going to be the same for everybody here, but whatever it is that you want to achieve, if you put in enough hard work, it's totally possible, as long as we're realistic. Like, that was a realistic, achievable goal, you know? I mean, it was a hard one to achieve, but it was realistic, you know? So I think that it just puts into perspective that hard work does pay off. It was a really exciting moment for me. I got in the room to talk to some really big baller agents that I respect and now respect me as well. And those are, you know, the things that I wanted for my career, and I put in the hard work and I got there. So it was very exciting.
After having our mastermind in the office, and since we're in the Tampa Bay area, we definitely wanted to take advantage and visit one of the new pre-construction projects happening in downtown Tampa. And this is the ONE Tampa. It's going to be the tallest building in the Tampa Bay area. Fun fact, it's going to be the first brand new building happening in downtown in 14 years. So very cool project. If you or anyone you know is interested in learning more about this project, please reach out to me. I have all the information and I would love to share it with you. That's going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment, and I will see you in my next video.